Yo, Avery Academy, what's going on? It's your boy Avery B. As you can see from today's title, I'm going to be showing you how to win at the game of life. As you can see right here, I got the book, The Game of Life and How to Win by Florence Scovel Shinn. Hopefully I'm saying that name right. The crazy thing about this book is two crazy things. First off, this was made 100 years ago. I think exactly 100 years ago. That's the first crazy thing about this book. And the rules and principles still apply, right? A lot of books that I read are older books, and you're gonna see from the verbiage and the wording of this book, it's kind of an older book. The second crazy thing is I found this book so randomly. I think it was meant to be the way I found this book. I was randomly just up one night and I couldn't sleep, and my mind was on a ramble, on a rampage, right? And I was on such a good path in terms of, y'all know when y'all on that path in life where everything going good in terms of you learning new stuff, you seeking new knowledge, you around the right people, everything like that was aligning in my life. And this just happened to be on my YouTube recommended feed, probably like how my video was one day on your YouTube recommended feed, and you decided to click it. So I originally listened to the audiobook of this book right here, and the audiobook was so good and I resonated with so many principles that I had to go to my local bookstore and pick up the hard copy. And the reason why I like the hard copy is what you're about to see from this video. I highlight a lot of things. As y'all can see, I highlight a lot. So in me highlighting, I want a copy of the real book so I can go back and just look at my highlights. And luckily for you guys, I highlighted this book in such a way that I'm about to give you guys 10 points on how to win the game of life. And I put the pages on which I highlighted it so I can go back and talk to you guys specifically on the chapter or on the point or on the page or on the words that made me write this specific number that I'm about to give you guys. So 10 ways on how to win the game of life. Hope you are ready. Let's get into it. Way number one is knowing that life is a mental game. To explain this, I'm about to go to chapter 1, which is called The Game. And I'm about to basically read some of my points. You're gonna see a lot of points repeat. And I started with life is a mental game because basically this whole book is about playing the mental game with life. Everything starts here before it happens anywhere else. So it starts off by saying, most people consider life a battle, but it is not a battle. It is a game. That's powerful in itself. Whatever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. What a man images sooner or later, externalizing his affairs. To play successfully at the game of life, we must train our imaging faculty. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. Life is a mental game, and in order to win, you must train your mind in order to win. You must see the things in which you want out of life. Like I said, we're gonna get into this deeper into this video, but I wanted to start off with that point. If you look at life as a game, you will figure out ways in which you can win it. And the best way to win it is, as they say, to play a successful game, you gotta look at the game as already being won. You gotta look at the game as already being successful. You gotta put in your mind the things that you want out of life. And I always give y'all this example, bro, and this is genuinely how I feel like the definition of manifestation is. Manifestation is basically you thinking of something so much that it appears in your life. You thinking of something so much that when a glimpse of that thing comes through, you follow it, right? If I told you right now, you came in this room with me, I'm at a round table, a meeting table right now, you sat at the other end of this meeting table, and I asked you, whatever your name is, hey yo Jordan, somebody out there named Jordan, so it's gonna be cool. Hey yo Jordan, how many red cars did you see on the way to this meeting? Jordan gonna tell me, man, AB, I ain't see no red cars. But then I'm gonna be like, Jordan, when you go home, on your way home, for every red car you see, I give you $10,000. I guarantee you Jordan will have an accurate depiction of how many red cars he's seen because it is impressed upon his mind. You know what I'm saying? To play the successful game of life, we must train the imaging faculty. The thing that's on his mind is every red car he see will equal $10,000. Therefore, if the thing that was on your mind was success is inevitable, I will have success. What I do will be successful. Everything that you walk past, everything that you see, everything that's told to you, everything that's spoken to you, you're gonna see success at the other end of it. So you're gonna look at it from a different critical eye. You're gonna look at it from the eye of, oh, maybe this is my successful venture. And as you're gonna see in this book, as you're gonna see in this video, as you're gonna see from these topics, the reverse happens as well. If you look at everything on the negative end, that's why being optimistic is so cool. That's why being optimistic is such a cheat code, because if you optimistic and seeing the glass half full rather than half empty, you will literally win at life. You will literally get the good things out of life because that's how your paradigm is set. That's the things that you think of, right? So that's point one. Life is a mental game, and they talked about that all in chapter 2. Number 2, your words are commands. In order to go here, we're gonna go to page 22. I literally took a little minute before we even hopped into this video to basically reread my notes and write it down on this paper. So y'all make sure y'all like the video for that. Number 2, your words are commands. Page number 22. A person knowing the power of the word becomes very careful of his conversation. A person knowing the power of the word becomes very careful of his conversation. This is basically this, man. Your words are your commands. Whatever you speak into life will happen. Whatever you say about life will happen. Whatever you think, whatever you say, bro, words. Okay, look, what do they say about words? Like, you gotta spell them. In order to create a word, you have to spell them. Meaning your words are spells. Your words are, I know that sound like crazy jargon. I heard that before and I was like, what the fuck? So I had to tell y'all, your words are spells, bro, because it's the spelling of the word. Meaning whatever come out your mouth, whatever you say, literally controls and dictates your life. If you don't believe me, what type of things did you hear growing up? What type of phrases were said in your house? What type of things did your mother say to you? What type of phrases did your father say to you? How did you talk to your mom? How did your mom talk to you? How did you talk to your brother, your siblings? Because 9 times out of 10, however that verbiage was, you carried that throughout life, and that was your subconscious programming. It went into your subconscious mind because those are the things you heard, those are the things that was told to you. You listen to all this music, all this bad music and stuff whole time. You ever just was sitting somewhere and you just start rapping songs out your head? Words are spells. You've been casted upon that spell in your mind without even knowing. It hits your subconscious mind. You singing a song that you heard 2 days ago and it just popped up out of nowhere. Why is that? Because words are like that, bro. Words are your commands. So in order to make this work for you, because like I said earlier, it can either work for you or it can either work against you. You want to make it work for you. You got to start speaking positively in your life. You got to start speaking positivity in your life. You got to start speaking like your words actually mean something, because 9 times out of 10 they do. If you walk around saying that you this and that, but you don't want to be this and that, then you're doing yourself a disservice, because your words are your spells. But if you walk around saying that you are the best person at this, best person at that, eventually you will become that best person, because guess what? That's what's being affected. That's what's being impressed upon your subconscious mind. And that's why I like this book so much, because it gives principles just like those. Next up, number 3, what you put out comes back. Now we got a couple of pages on this, and then I'm about to give you a crazy example about this that literally just happened. It's so crazy that it just happened. So I put page 26. If a man wishes someone bad luck, he is sure to attract bad luck himself. If he wishes to aid someone to success, he is wishing to aid himself to success. That is a fact, man. Basically saying whatever you put out into the world, you get back in. I remember when I first started this journey of understanding, or this journey of self-improvement, for lack of better terms, this journey of higher learning, I would say. The first book I ever seen, I forgot the name of it, bro. I just seen an audio book pop up on my TV one day, bro. And this was in the middle of the era when I ain't give a F. I didn't give a F about none of this type of stuff, but I seen it pop up, but I always been interested, you know? That's one thing about me. I always, you know what I'm saying, had a seed in my mind to seek more. So I finally tapped into this inclination, and I clicked it, and it was basically saying like the world is a mirror. Everything you put out, you get in. Fast forward probably like 3 years later, I learned about the universal law of oneness. The universal law of oneness is basically everybody's connected. So if you cause harm to one person, you low-key causing harm to yourself. What this means to me, bro, is just treat others like you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Anything you do in life, just understanding that comes back. You put out good, you get back good. And like I told you, I got a crazy story at the end of this. Let me go to these other points. My next point comes at page number 35. One is often cured of his faults by seeing them in others. Life is a mirror, and we find only ourselves reflected in our associates. Living in the past is a failure method and a violation of spiritual law. Wow, that don't have nothing to do with what I just said. I really just meant this, the first one, but living in the past is a failure method of violation of spiritual law. Is crazy. All right, we're gonna get back to the point. One is often cured of his faults by seeing them in others. Life is a mirror, and we find only ourselves reflected in our associates. Have you ever in your life been talking to somebody, he said something, and you just got disgusted, and you like, damn, do I do that? You know what I mean? And that's basically because this, bro. We find ourselves reflected in our associates, bro. Look who you hang around. You know what I mean? Look at the people that you spending the most time with. If they got some characteristics, some traits that you don't like, bro, you better be careful, because they can rub off on you. You better be careful, bro. You better be careful. Life is a mirror. Therefore, the thing, y'all know how it is with your associates. You are the people that you hang around. So if you don't like them people, if you don't like the stuff they're talking about, you better take note to it, because what you put in comes out. You know what I'm saying? So if you putting in time in relationships that you really looking at them like, oh, why he do that? Why he do this? You got to take account, man. And I'm talking to myself too, bro. You feel me? That's why I make these videos. It's not just for y'all. I'm not in no way, shape, or form coming on these videos talking like I just got all this shit figured out, bro. I'm still learning. That's why I'm still reading. If you ain't trying to learn, bro, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of person you is. You got to be a lifetime learner. And that's why I make these videos, because if you teach something, if you talk about something a lot, you are more likely to retain it. So not only am I making these videos for you guys, I'm making them for me too, man. So next up, we got page 39. And on page 39, the game of life is a game of boomerangs. Man's thoughts, deeds, and words return to him sooner or later with astonishing accuracy. With astonishing accuracy, bro. Your words, thoughts, and deeds return to you sooner or later with crazy accuracy. You ever did something to somebody that was bad and you got that same thing done to you that was bad? I remember vividly something like that happened to me, bro. I remember I was, for lack of better terms, because I don't want to say I was a bad person, but I was doing things that I wouldn't want done to me for real. You know what I mean? In terms of girls and stuff like that, how I used to treat girls and stuff. You know what I mean? And I remember one time I was out with one of these girls I did bad, and something bad happened to me. And I was like, I couldn't even get mad, bro, because I understood. You know what I'm saying? I know the game. I chalked it up to the game. That's how it is. You feel me? That's so true. And a crazy story that literally just happened. I told y'all I was about to tell y'all a story. This literally just happened before recording this video. So yesterday I was at the store, you know, grabbing something to drink and stuff like that. And I seen this guy, and the guy was like, nephew, you remember me? You blessed me one time at the Home Depot. You blessed me. I knew what he was talking about. I remember it was this one time I was at the store, and somebody came up to me. He was like, you got something to spare? You know what I'm saying? I had a pocket full of 20s. I never carried cash, but this day I had a pocket full of 20s. I could have easily been like, nah, bro, I ain't got nothing, bro. Go ahead on. But I gave him some money. So fast forward, I seen him the other day, and he was like, you remember you blessed me? I was like, yeah, bro. I thought it was gonna be like a positive story, like, yeah, bro, I got my shit together, bro, da 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 da. And I asked him, I said, yo, how you doing now? He was like, man, stuff still bad, bro. My light's off. I gotta walk around the house with my flashlight on, this, that. I was like, damn, bro, I hope everything, you know what I'm saying? I hope everything get right. So he asked me again. He was like, man, I need $17 more real quick. I need $17 more to turn my lights back on. I was like, what's your cash app? I sent him another 20, right? Sent him 20 yesterday. And that's kind of the reason why I wanted to make this video today, is because I remember when I sent him the 20 yesterday, I got back in the car and I was like, this crazy. Cause I thought literally of this book, bro. No cap. I thought of this book. And today, while I'm literally scripting this video, I was at a restaurant. No cap, I kid you not. I'm at a restaurant scripting this video, y'all. I'm reading from this, looking at my highlights, and I'm writing it down in my journal. And I asked my waiter, I was like, hey, I got done eating this stuff, drinking my meditation juice. That's what it's called. It's like a whole lot of healthy stuff in the juice. I drank my green juice and stuff. I was like, hey, can I get my check? The guy said, a random person already paid for you. I said, what? It said, a random person already paid for you. They said they want to take care of it. Somebody else took care of your bill already. Mind you, this bill was more than well over $20. I ordered a lot, bro, well over $20. And then I laughed and I was like, bro, I looked at it. I was like, bro, point number 3, what you put out comes back. So putting out good energy always comes back, man. You got to always have an abundance of what you want, you know, put out an abundance of what you want. So that was kind of cool. The fact that I'm scripting this video and one of the points happened live, you know what I'm saying, live in action. But we're gonna go ahead and go to number 4. Faith is the real superpower. Faith is the real superpower. If you want superpowers in life, man, start with that F word. That F word is faith, right? We on page 17. Man must prepare for the thing he asks for when there isn't the slightest sign of it in sight. I contribute this so hard to YouTube, because as a YouTuber, if you want to do YouTube, if you want to be a successful YouTuber, nobody's going to believe you, bro. Nobody's going to believe in you. Nobody's going to believe that you can do that thing. And I'm just saying a YouTuber because I am a YouTuber and I've been making a living off YouTube for the past 5 years. I haven't had a job in 5 years. I'm going on 6. And I seen that for myself before anybody else did. And if I would have listened to other people, I would have been just like other people. And if I didn't believe in myself, I would have been just like other people, because other people don't believe in themselves. They probably saying things about you because that's what they think in their life. That's the paradigm for their life. They trying to keep you safe, keeping you in a box that they are comfortable with and putting you in a box of normality. But you see different, and we're going to get into that. Seeing different is basically your inclination and your intuition telling you that you are different. A lot of people see different things. Whatever you see in your life is for you, uniquely for you. You need to act upon it. But why I say this is, if I didn't have faith in myself, if I didn't do exactly what this just said, man must prepare for the thing he asked for when there isn't the slightest sign of it in sight. It was no sign of it in sight. Nobody that I was familiar with were popular on YouTube. Nobody around me was making money from YouTube, bro. It was no sign of it around me, yet I knew that it was possible. I knew that it would happen, and eventually that's exactly what happened. It formulated into a YouTube career, man, and I'm still here today giving you guys these principles and learning more. You know what I mean? Lifetime learner for sure. Next up, we're gonna go to page 42. I got one more point on this one on page 42. Y'all let me know something, man. Would you guys rather cut these videos? Because genuinely, when I edit my videos, it's not like I'm editing it because I'm just messing up OD. I'm editing it for retention. So like, for example, when I turn the pages, it'll get edited out. But if you don't care about that, y'all let me know what y'all like better in the comments down below. So now we on page 42. Let go and take your mental hands off. Put it in God's hands and use this statement. I put this situation in the hands of infinite love and wisdom. If this trap is the divine plan, I bless it and no longer resist. But if it's not divinely planned, I give thanks that it is now dissolved and dissipated. Basically saying, man, if something's going on in your life, just have faith that it's gonna work out. Because once you have faith that it works out and put it in God's hands and take your mental hands off of it, everything works out how it's supposed to, man. Faith is the real power. Once you got faith in whatever it is that you got to do, once you got faith in the situation, bro, that the situation is going to turn out right, it's going to turn out right. It ain't until we start thinking about it so hard and stressing over it so hard and fearing for it so hard. Our subconscious mind don't know what's good or bad. Our subconscious mind don't know what's wrong or right. Our subconscious mind is only there to tell us one thing. Oh, you thinking about this, you will get this. So be careful what you think about, bro, and make sure you put faith in the things, not fear. We're going to talk about that too. But before that, we're going to get into point number 6. Intuition is the GPS. We're going to flip to page 9 here. Intuition is the GPS. Follow intuition. Have you a hunch to do anything or to go anywhere? Intuition means intuition or to be taught from within. Everybody in this world has something within them that's telling them to go somewhere. I don't know where that is for you. I don't know what that is for you. And for you, it might be your intuition telling you that you need to do X, Y, and Z. You need to do this thing. Follow your intuition. Everybody has this thing inside of them, a burning desire inside of them to be something, to do something, to go somewhere. Follow that with all your heart, bro, because once you follow that, you will figure out where you need to be in life. Everybody's destination, everybody's path is different. And whatever it is for you, follow it with all your heart, because you will not regret following your intuition. You will regret not. You know what I mean? So understand what that is for you, bro. Intuition, let it guide you and let it be your GPS for success. To put an example on this, YouTube was my GPS guiding intuition. Like I told y'all in a couple points previously, people ain't believe in the fact that I could be a YouTuber. People ain't even know what that was. But I seen it, I felt it. And it was such a strong hunch, as they said in the book, such a strong intuition that I decided to follow it. Did I know what I was doing? Did I know if it was going to work? Did I know how it was going to work? Probably not in some cases, but I just followed that intuition and trusted myself and trusted the process and had faith that it was going to all work out, man. And that's all it got to be sometimes. Just got to have that faith for real. Point number 7, fear blocks your blessings. I got a couple pages on this, man, because this is a huge one, bro. Nothing stands between man and the highest ideas and every desire in his heart, but doubt and fear. Where man can wish without worrying, every desire will be instantly fulfilled. If you, no cap, hear me out, bro. If you could make your wishes without worrying if them wishes was gonna come true or not, without doubting that those wishes will happen, anything that you wish will happen. If you made wishes and you prayed and you wanted these things to happen and you knew that they would happen and the only way that it would happen is just going to happen, then I guarantee you it was going to happen, bro, because that's the only thing that you accept. Whatever you accept in life, whatever I have to have in life will happen, bro. The only time it don't happen is when that doubt of fear, that doubt of disbelief comes in your mind. You got to believe in yourself and you got to understand that whatever you want, you can't have And if you want it so bad, and if you desire it so bad and don't take no as another option, you will have it, bro. You will have it. They got another point in this book that faith without works is dead. You know, you got to understand too, bro. You got to put in that work too, you know. Faith is definitely one of those components that's going to get you there, but that work is too. I can say, oh yeah, I'm going to be a successful YouTuber. I know I am. But if I don't post no videos, what's going to happen? You know, you got to have both ends of it, chat. You got to have both ends of it. Next up, we're going to go ahead and go to page 25. Face a situation fearlessly, and there is no situation to face. If any situation presents in your life and you scared of it, it's one or two things to do. You either run into it or run away from it. The buffalo and the cow. I say this a lot. Y'all know what I'm going to say. Some of y'all might not, but the buffalo and the cow. The storm comes for both the buffalo and the cow, but they react 100% differently. The cow runs away from the storm. The buffalo runs into it. The buffalo gets into the storm, but gets out of it fast because the storm is going a certain way. The cow runs from the storm the whole time. It follows him. The storm is going in the way that he's running from. It's going in the opposite direction. So that cow is literally in the storm the whole time versus the buffalo that got in the storm probably like 5 seconds. The cow is in the storm all day because he tried to run away from it. Face the situation fearlessly, and there is no situation to face. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. If you fearing any situation right now, go ahead into it, go deep into it. I was just having a conversation today with one of my guys in my inner circle, and I was showing him the framework in which AB Academy will follow for all of my new YouTubers. And we got into one of the categories where it basically said being scared or fearful of the camera, having a fear to talk on camera, having a fear of speaking on camera. My guy basically told me, he said, bro, you need to tell him to go live and talk on live, because think about it. If you talk on live, then a pre-recorded video would be easy because you already did the worst case scenario. You already dove straight into the fire. So if you talk live, then going on the video, bro, that's easy. And I was like, yeah, you're right, bro. And that's literally kind of the same situation. Once you face a situation fearlessly, where is the situation? I'm head up on it, you know? If you got somebody that's bullying you in school, bro, confront that bully, because guess what? Once you confront that bully one time, there's no situation to face no more. That he's not gonna mess with you no more. The reason that he's a bully is because he has somebody to bully. Don't give him nobody to bully. You know what I'm saying? Stand up to him, and everything else resolves itself. You know. Page 54. There is no peace or happiness for men until he has erased all fear from subconscious. Fear is misdirected energy and must be redirected or transmuted into faith. Jesus Christ said, why are ye fearful, O ye of little no faith? All things are possible to him that believeth. I can close this book right here, bro. You know what I mean? And I feel like we all got the point here, bro. Have faith in whatever you do, and everything happens and everything works out for the right reason. Whatever you believe wholeheartedly in your life will happen, it will. Whatever you disbelieve wholeheartedly in life will. It all depends on you, bro. You are literally the brains of the operation. You are the motherboard of the computer. Whatever you say goes. The only problem with this, bro, is people program their computer subconsciously without even knowing, unconsciously without even knowing. They programming their computer based on the people that's around them. They programming their computer based on the things that they hearing. They programming their computer based on the driftiness that they doing. They don't know what's programming their computer, and that's the problem. You programming it with all this bad stuff because you around bad people. You got to understand who you're around. You got to understand what you listening to, looking at, taking in. You got to understand all of this stuff, bro, because once you do, once you actually think about it, once you actually want to do something, once you actually take all other alternatives off of the table, then you will get what you want. Point number 8, act like you already won. We're going to go back to page 15 here. We're going to go back to this one. I'm pretty sure we read this one already. All things whatsoever ye ask in prayer, believing, ye shall receive. You must act as if you already have received it. And we're going to talk about some more things in this book that kind of hammers this in. I'm pretty sure the next 2 pages is going to be talking more specifically about money. I'm going to put it more broad right now because the other pages are going to talk about it in a financial standpoint. Whatever you want, act like you already got it. Whatever you so desperately crave in your life, move like you already got it. If you want confidence, move confidently. If you want anything in life, bro, move like you already got it, because it's going to send a signal that, oh, you already got it. Therefore, you are already on that playing field. Whatever you want to have, you got to become the person that does those things. So what does that mean? You have to do the thing before you have the thing. You have to do the thing before you become the thing. Whatever you want, act like you already got it, and it will happen for you. If you wish to be rich, you must be orderly. All men with great wealth are orderly, and orderly is heaven's first law. Meaning, If you wish to be rich, you must already have the characteristics of somebody who is rich. If he desires riches, he must be rich first in consciousness. Man cannot force the external to be what he is not. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Man cannot force the external to be what he is not. You want your external, you want your outside, you want your physical world to be all lined up and organized, but you are not lined up and organized. It does not make sense. You will get out what you are inside. If you want all of these things to be in order, you must first be in order. If you want to be this type of person, you must first become that type of person, and everything else works out itself. Last point on this page 53, continually making believe impresses the subconscious. If one makes believes he is rich, it makes believe he is successful. In due time, he will reap. If one makes believe he is rich, it makes believe he is successful. In due time, he will reap. If you believe that you are rich, if you believe that you are successful, if you believe you are that guy, you will soon become that guy. It is a law of universal nature, bro. It's a law of nature, bro. It will happen. In due time, it will reap. It might not happen tomorrow, but it will happen. You just got to actually believe it. You got to actually conceptualize the fact that you are the person you saying you are. Say it enough times, impress it upon your subconscious, and your subconscious will then become your reality. Next up, point number 9 is going to be forgiveness clears your path. We'll start off here, page 27. Unforgiveness, remember, the point here is forgiveness clears your path. Unforgiveness is the most prolific cause of disease. It will harden arteries or liver and affect the eyesight. In its train are endless ills. Let's start at the top of this chapter to give us more context. False growths are caused by jealousies, hatreds, unforgiveness, fear, etc. Every disease is caused by a mind and not at ease. I said once in my class, there is no use asking anyone what's the matter with you. We might as well just say, who's the matter with you? Because unforgiveness is the most prolific cause of disease. To better explain this point, I heard a quote that basically said, not forgiving somebody is basically like drinking poison and hoping they die, because it's not affecting nobody but you. If you are holding a grudge with somebody or seeing somebody and you're not forgiving that person for something they did, you're not hurting that person, you're hurting yourself. Therefore, you must forgive that person and forgive the situation in order to move on with your own life. Love and goodwill destroy the enemies within oneself. Therefore, one has no enemies on the external. There is peace on earth for him who sends goodwill to man. Always wish upon people with goodwill. Never hate, never have hatred in your heart. Never look at somebody and be like, oh, I wish I had that. Never covet a man, because guess what? What you put out, you get back, bro. You know what I mean? If you wish upon that man, if you drink poison and hope it hurt him, what's going to happen? It's going to hurt you. You know what I mean? Look at yourself, bro. Applaud that man, because you're going to get applause back. You know what I mean? Think about it like this. I'm going to give y'all a story, bro. It's this one dude on my Instagram. I kid you not, bro. I be seeing it, bro. People don't think I be seeing it. I be seeing it. It's one guy on my Instagram that everything I post, he just sent a negative ass comment to it, bro. Like, I posted my shoes one time. He said, we don't care. I posted something before. Like every time I post something, it's just negative, and it gets more negative and negative and negative and negative and negative. Whole time, bro, he not hurting nobody but himself, because hurt people. So I understand that it's coming from a place of something's up with this guy, bro. He even hit one of my friends up and was like, tell Avery to respond. He has to see this. Like, I don't know what's wrong with this guy or why he feels that type of way towards me, bro. But I hope everything gets better in your life, bro, because my life is amazing. You know what I mean? So I hope that my energy provides you some better clarity and energy, bro. And also remember this, bro. Nobody hates from above. You know what I mean? If somebody is in a great spot in life, bro, they not gonna hate on you. They're gonna applaud you. And you want to be around people like that. If you hating on somebody, bro, stop it. If somebody hating on you, bro, get away from them, bro. You know what I mean? Because they hating on you because they want something that you got. They envy you because they want something you got. And you got to remember that. And last but not least, point number 10 is expect good things. We're going to go back to page number 6 when we say this. Whatever man feels deeply or imagines clearly is impressed upon the subconscious mind and carried out in the minutest detail. Expect good things, because if you expect something good, it's going to be impressed upon your subconscious mind and that's what's gonna happen. Versus if you expect bad things, like I told y'all earlier, bro, this law doesn't care if it's good or bad. If you expect bad things, it's going to be impressed into your subconscious mind, and it's going to be spit out in the minutest detail. So if you want to become this person, it's going to be impressed into your subconscious mind, and that's what's going to happen. I kid you not, I got a vision board in my phone. And bro, this vision board from a long time ago. And I put certain things on that vision board, and I got those certain things right now, bro. I kid you not. I seen it the other day, and I was like, whoa. AB Academy was on there, bro. I kid you not. This was before I was posting videos on AB Academy. AB Academy is on my vision board, bro. The car that I'm driving now is on that vision board, bro. I'm serious right now, bro. Like, impress good things and expect good things. Because if you expect good things, good things will happen, bro. So follow these laws, and that is how you win at the game of life, man. If y'all want this book, I'm going to leave a link of it in the description, man. Thank y'all for watching. AB Academy is out.